think regulation itself is starting to sort of challenge people. So the new GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations, frightening really, because there's a whole raft of people that it's passed them by and then taking no notice, and I think that they'll be in trouble in May, not because they're doing anything wrong, but because they just need to be able to demonstrate what they are doing. I think for sales, the sales function of any organisation, it is going to put a bit of a brake on anything they're doing, because you've got to be so careful about people's personal information. I mean, at the Chamber, we've already created about 4 different policies and statements and privacy this and, and I'll be honest, it's something you have to have someone to focus on who has the mindset to follow through the process. Probably not the leader of a business who's trying to jump from one thing to the other and keep all the plates spinning. Somebody who's much more sort of focused on the attention to detail, right down to the last email that we send out and what information can be included in it and what can't, etc., etc. So I think GDPR is challenging people. We haven't mentioned the elephant in the room of Brexit. That sort of goes back to what I said.
Oh, quiet, that elephant a little bit.
Yes, very quiet elephant. But I think that most businesses, there's nothing to actually react to still. It's still very much, we think it's going to be a problem, but it's longer term, and also, we've got all these other things that we need to prepare for. Yeah. So, and I think businesses will be fine, because I think they'll power through. They will, obviously react to specific things that happen. I mean, it has been the first 6 months afterwards, I think, did give some very significant effects to some businesses. I think, where people were employing a lot of Europeans, that has had an impact, and people have been leaving. And you can't blame them really if they feel they're not welcome, or or they don't know what's going to happen. That's sort of resolved itself more than most things. But the whole export arena is going to be very interesting. Recruitment and retention for businesses, recruitment particularly, is a challenge, because we're virtually in full employment in Surrey. So when an organisation has a vacancy, they're not going to a great big pool of labour just waiting for a job. They're actually going out to the current workforce, and they've got to encourage someone to leave a job they're already doing.
Which is uncertainty.
Yes.
People, yeah.
So, and then that gives that company a problem, because they've lost somebody if they do move. So it's so important that a company is having really good PR, really good messages out there about what a good employer they are to work for.